And for the very first time on Dad Tech, we have my wife, Holly Brackstone.
Hi.
So I just do the floors. My wife has no comment about that.
I got no comment.
The main reason we want to bring you this review is because my wife had a funny idea that we should do some type of montage of it being this little vacuum going around our house, super slow, just cleaning, but to dramatic music and crazy cuts. Today I want to bring you a review of a product that we love, a gadget that we love in our house, which is the iRobot J7 Plus combo. So they keep adding things to the end of this name and it keeps getting longer, but essentially it's the J7 Plus, which is a fantastic vacuum. We had that one before, but now it has a mop feature on there. That's it, pretty simple. Our history with the iRobot line of vacuum cleaners, we had the J7 Plus and the Brava, I can't remember what that one's called, but the little white mopping robot. With that, you have the one that's a vacuum, one that's a mop. They both were great. We got rid of them maybe 6 months ago, just didn't feel like we needed them at that point and missed them deeply when we got rid of them. The mop was great, took some maintenance, but whatever. Now really all you're getting is the J7 Plus with a little mop attachment that comes down and mops. So I feel like it's not going to be anywhere near as good as, say, a dedicated robot just for mopping, and really it isn't. And it is exactly as it's described. A little mop attachment flips down, which is a cool little mechanism. A little bit of water comes out, and as it's vacuuming, it also mops. That's it. It doesn't mop only. It does vacuuming and mopping together. It can obviously just vacuum by itself, which is when it's doing rugs and stuff. That's what it's doing. It's not mopping the rugs. And our thoughts on that are, it does it great, right? The mopping side of things, I feel like that if there's a stain on the floor and I struggle to get it off with a Swiffer, with a cloth, with whatever, then a robot's not going to be able to do it either. So yes, it's going to leave tougher marks on the floor that are hard to get up, but if I struggle to get it off or I have to work hard to get it off, I don't expect, again, this little mop attachment that comes down from a vacuum cleaner to be able to get it up either. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I just think it does what it needs to do. It mops the floor as it's vacuuming. We like it. That's it. It's less work for me, less work for my wife. Great. One thing we were curious is our previous robots we had, we called them Wally and Eva because one was black, one was white, and my son loved Wally at that point and he still does. I refer to the new one as Wally because that's what we call it in this house, as opposed to the iRobot Roomba J7 Plus combo. We now have a thicker rug that we got from Costco, and it's probably from the ground up, it's close to an inch. It might be a little bit less, but it's kind of high. So we're curious to see if not just this robot, but really any robot could step up onto this rug right in the middle of our living area and clean. And it just has to do like some gymnastics. I'll put a little montage of it getting up there. It has to do some gymnastics to get up and over onto the rug and start going. Now when we first got it, I set up a cleaning zone which was just for the rug, and I set it almost exactly to the parameters, right? Because that's what I wanted doing. And what I found was it would go do a line, get to the end and fall off, and then I had to go like to the side, do its gymnastics, get up, go back, go to the end, fall off. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't, but a lot of times it just kept dropping off and then it would get stuck, or I had to do, so I figured this may not work as a vacuum for this rug that we have. But I give it some time, and in that time that I gave it, it still sometimes struggles. Like today it went out, tried to get up onto the rug, just couldn't for some reason, went back in, set it out again and got up the first time. It's just one thing to be careful of if you have high piled rugs. Ours is a wood floor to this high pile carpet. I feel like I need to build a ramp or something to help him get up. But he does his thing, right? It's a workaround, and we always knew that regardless of what robot, we could go and test 10 robots and buy 10 robots, and one or two of them may be able to get up, all of them may be able to, or like none. It was a risk, but luckily it does. It's just a little bit of a challenge, and sometimes I feel like just putting them on there. Go! And seeing what he does. And I've done that a few times, and he ends up getting more lost if I pick him up and put him somewhere. So we don't do that. These robots, they add value to our life because it means I'm not cleaning up all the time the floors. It means that I'm not the one having to do this, and I can then spend time playing with my family and being with my family as opposed to mopping the floors, vacuuming the floors, whatever. Then there's some value there, right? So these robots aren't perfect. They're never going to be perfect, but I think for the value, what you're getting with this robot, mopping and cleaning all in one, or vacuuming and mopping all in one, it's great. Some of the negatives, I said about trying to get up onto this big pile of carpet, fine. You're only going to get one round one cleaning session out of the water tank and then you have to fill it up. Fine, it is where it is. Because you're now adding water into a vacuum system, then the dirt that collects underneath the rollers, it gets caked on quite a lot because you have a little bit of moisture, a little bit of dirt, and then now the underside above where the rollers are gets really dirty. So, everything's going to have a trade-off, but the added feature of having the mop, I think, outweighs these little negatives. We're going to have a special guest to Dad Tech for the very first time, and she is going to give her opinion on our Wally iRobot J7 Plus combo. Here she is. And for the very first time on Dad Tech, we have my wife, Heather Blackstone. I'm going to put in some round of applause there.
Okay, good. Okay. Wally, he's the next member of our family now. That thing's amazing. It has saved us so much time cleaning, sweeping, mopping, all of the things that you don't want to do when you have 2 kids, especially a newborn. It is such a time saver, and it's 100% worth the money. I don't know if Mark told you, but we did buy it once. The previous model, right?
I told him.
No, and we returned it, and we had to go back to it just because having a newborn baby and a crazy toddler who likes to paint the floors and the walls with his food and all of the crumbs, it's literally like having just a little mopping, sweeping maid. It is amazing. I love it.
Do you have the app yet?
No.
No.
Haven't downloaded the app yet. I will. I'll be on it.
So
he's been my app since he's been home.
So I do the floors, and I always have done the floors. I used to be in the Navy, so I know how to clean. There you go. Now I'm the only one with the app, so I guess I still do the cleaning, even though Wally does it. So I just do the floors. My wife has no comment about that.
I got no comment.
Han, is it true?
Yes, it is true.
There we go. Any final thoughts on the...
Get it.
Hang on. On the... Let me hear you say the iRobot J7 Plus combo.
iRobot J7 Plus combo. You need to get it. You need to purchase it. It will save you so much time and actually give you back some time to just play with your kids, spend time with your spouse, and not have to worry about cleaning. I can't begin to tell you all the crumbs and all the crap that I would have to pick up off the floor when we didn't have that robot, and it was just frustrating all the time. So the fact that we have that little fantastical robot now to do those things, do the stuff that sucks, is great. And
this isn't a sponsored video at all.
No.
This is just our unbiased opinion on what we think about these robot vacuums, and this one specifically because it's the one we own. And again, the reason we want to do this video primarily is so we can do an interesting montage of vacuum footage in our room, in our house, doing...
Make the mundane a little bit more exciting.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a fun little thing, and we'll try and get our son involved in the little videoing process. But other than that, it's a great vacuum, and the link will be down below. Do you want to end this?
Sure. Thank you so much for watching Dad Tech with special guest myself. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Bye. In a world that needs cleaning, we have a robot able to do the job. We need a hero willing to do what we don't want to do. Roomba J7 combo. Clean the floors and mop, scouring the depths of our house. This robot will do anything to clean. Our hero will do anything to clean. This hero is small but mighty. He has the power. He has the will. He has the might to kill the dust mites. With super robot speed, he is here to clean. His name is Wally. Coming to a living room near you.